Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alexis Bellino gives John Janssen marriage update, September 2025. The Bravo community is anxiously awaiting the nuptials of Alexis Bellino and John Janssen. The former Real Housewives of Orange County alum has been teasing a summer wedding, but she has yet to walk down the aisle to wed John. Earlier in the summer, there were rumors that the couple split. However, Alexis denied the chatter and took to social media to prove that she and John are still together. Also, the wedding is most definitely on. The former RHOC couple are working out the details for their big day. The loved-up duo recently spent Labor Day weekend together. Alexis posted a photo of herself and John on a boat. She was wearing a white bikini and looking fabulous. Those trips to the gym with John are certainly bringing results. Alexis captioned the post, "Quick 1-hour boat escape. Now back to details and deadlines for wedding on top of working our car shop tomorrow." That little tidbit of info is enough to keep fans guessing. The wedding is on without the details of an actual date. However, the couple are moving forward with wedding planning. They are also keeping themselves fit for the big day, whenever that will be. Despite being fired from RHOC, the mother of three stays in the spotlight due to her highly controversial relationship with John. He formerly dated Bravo-celebrity Shannon Beater and wound up suing her for $75,000. Alexis recently posted a snap to Instagram story of herself and John lifting weights at the gym together. Alongside 3 white heart emojis, the RHOC alum wrote, "Just prep in for the aisle." Catch The Real Housewives of Orange County Thursdays at August 7th on Bravo. It can be streamed on Hulu in the UK and Ireland. Alexis Bellino gives John Janssen marriage update, September 2025. When Alexis Bellino first stepped back into the Bravo-verse, fans were prepared for classic Jesus Jugs antics, a few cheeky one-liners, and maybe a rekindling of old OC feuds. What they didn't expect, however, was for her relationship with John Janssen. Yes, the very same John who once dated Shannon Beater, to become one of the most talked-about romances in Orange County. Now, as of September 2025, Alexis has finally given a highly anticipated update on where things stand between her and John. And if you thought this pairing was just a fleeting fling designed to ruffle feathers, think again. Alexis is making it very clear this relationship is serious, and she's not afraid to talk about marriage. From whispers to headlines. When Alexis and John first went public nearly 2 years ago, Bravo fans were quick to point out the messy overlap. Shannon, still reeling from her long-term breakup with John, had barely settled into singlehood when Alexis and John appeared together at a holiday event. The whispers quickly turned into tabloid headlines, painting Alexis as the bold OC comeback queen and John as a man unbothered by the optics. Fast forward through vacations in Cabo, steamy red carpet appearances, and family gatherings that blended Alexis's 3 kids with John's circle, and the couple quietly proved their critics wrong. They weren't simply a Bravo sideshow, they were building something real. Alexis spills the update. In a recent sit-down with a lifestyle magazine, Alexis was asked the question everyone had been waiting for. Will she and John tie the knot? With a knowing smile and her trademark dramatic pause, Alexis leaned in and said, "John and I talk about marriage all the time. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We've both lived, we've both loved, we've both made mistakes. At this stage of life, you don't play games. If you're here, you're serious. And trust me, John is very serious about me." The quote set social media ablaze. Fans who once doubted the longevity of their romance started to see Alexis and John as the unexpected power couple of the OC. Alexis Bellino gives John Janssen marriage update, September 2025. When Alexis Bellino first introduced John Janssen to the public, there were whispers of disbelief, surprise, and a sprinkle of skepticism. After all, Alexis was known as Jesus Jugs during her early Real Housewives of Orange County days, polished, dramatic, and often underestimated, while John carried the notoriety of being Shannon Beatersex. Yet, against the odds, the two carved out a love story that, as of September 2025, appears to be entering an entirely new chapter. Sitting in the sunlit backyard of their Newport Beach home, Alexis leaned back into a plush white chaise during her Instagram live session, glowing in a pale pink sundress and flashing the enormous diamond that had fans buzzing since spring. "Yes," she finally confirmed, addressing the non-stop speculation. "John and I are planning a wedding, but don't expect it to look like anything you've seen before." From tabloid curiosity to a real love story. For nearly 2 years, Alexis and John's relationship has been tabloid fodder. Critics speculated that their romance was born out of convenience, two Bravo alums finding comfort in each other's familiarity. But over time, fans noticed the couple's quiet strength. Where Alexis had once felt the pressure to perform perfection for the cameras, she now presented something different, a woman who laughs at the messy parts of life. John, known for his reserved demeanor, appeared lighter and more open than ever. "This relationship doesn't feel like work," Alexis explained during the update. "It feels like breathing. We're both older, we've made mistakes, and we're not pretending anymore. We just get each other." The couple has been inseparable through yacht outings, charity galas, and Alexis' ongoing return cameos on RHOC. While cameras didn't capture every moment, Bravo insiders leaked that Alexis' storyline this past season had revolved heavily around blending families with John. Alexis, a mother of 3 and John, a father of 2, had to navigate the tricky terrain of introducing adult children into a relationship that already carried public baggage. The wedding update. When a fan boldly asked, "So when's the wedding?" Alexis didn't hesitate. She smiled mischievously. "Let's just say September has been full of surprises, and I can promise you, 2026 will begin with a bang." She clarified that while she and John were already spiritually married in their hearts, the couple was working with a planner to create something intimate but unforgettable. Instead of the typical Orange County spectacle, ballrooms, chandeliers, and staged Bravo drama, the wedding may take place abroad. "Greece is on the table," Alexis revealed. "Santorini has this energy that feels sacred, but we're also considering a private estate here in California. The truth is, wherever it is, it's going to be about us, not about the cameras." That last statement raised eyebrows. Was Alexis hinting that the wedding wouldn't be filmed for Bravo? "You'll just have to wait and see," she teased, though her grin suggested she knows fans will get some glimpse, whether through a Bravo special or Alexis' own curated social media rollout. Alexis on finding peace after chaos. Alexis hasn't had the easiest road. Her divorce from Jim Bellino was messy, involving lawsuits, public scrutiny, and years of tabloid gossip. But during her September update, she was candid about how those struggles paved the way for something better. "I used to think my story was over when my marriage ended," she admitted. "I thought, okay, this is it. I'll just raise my kids and try not to get hurt again." But then John came along, and he reminded me that love doesn't care about your timeline. It finds you when you least expect it. John, who briefly popped into the live with a wave and a quick kiss to Alexis' cheek, didn't offer much commentary. His quiet presence, however, was telling. The man once accused of being emotionally distant with Shannon now stood behind Alexis like a steady anchor. Family dynamics. One of the most pressing fan questions was about how their children feel regarding the upcoming marriage. Alexis didn't sugarcoat it. "Blending families is not easy. Our kids are grown, they have opinions, and sometimes they're protective. But overall, they just want us to be happy. We've had dinners where we laugh until our sides hurt, and we've had moments where it's tense. That's real life. We're not pretending it's perfect." She added that her daughters have been particularly excited about dress shopping. "They're way more opinionated than I expected," she laughed. "They've vetoed 2 dresses already. Apparently, they're my unofficial bridal consultants." The Bravo factor. Of course, no Alexis Bellino update is complete without some Real Housewives buzz. Fans have speculated whether Alexis' marriage could catapult her back into full-time housewife status. After her surprise appearances on the most recent season, insiders claim producers are eager to see Alexis' new chapter unfold on camera. When asked directly, Alexis gave a knowing smile. "Let's just say the OC hasn't seen the last of me, and neither has Bravo." That answer was enough to send the comment section into overdrive. Could her wedding become the centerpiece of a future season? Would viewers see Shannon forced to react to her ex's new marriage on screen? The potential for reality TV drama is undeniable. Looking ahead, despite the fanfare, Alexis emphasized that her focus remains on joy, peace, and building a life with John beyond the cameras. "I don't want to just have a wedding. I want a marriage. I want the kind of partnership where we keep choosing each other, even when it's hard." That's what this update is about. We're not rushing, we're building. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Alexis teared up as she spoke. "This is the happiest I've ever been in my adult life. And trust me, I don't take that for granted." The takeaway. As September 2025 winds down, Alexis Bellino's update leaves fans with both answers and more questions. Yes, marriage with John Janssen is very much in the cards. Yes, the planning has begun. And yes, Alexis has found a peace she once thought impossible. But the mystery of where, when, and how will all unfold still hangs in the air, ripe for Bravo cameras, fan speculation, and the kind of public fascination that has followed Alexis since her very first orange-holding intro. For now, one thing is clear. Alexis and John are no longer just tabloid gossip or ex's rebounds. They're partners stepping into a new season of life, one that may just redefine what it means to find love after heartbreak in the spotlight. And if Alexis' smile during that update is any indication, the next chapter is going to be as bold, bright, and unapologetic as the housewife herself.